Okay, so let's start with something very simple. If you wear socks on your ears, nothing will happen. Really, nothing at all. You will not be punished. It might look strange, yes, but it is not against the law. But crossing the street when the light is red, that is different. That is against the law. And when something is against the law, there are consequences. So, what are laws? Well, laws are official rules. They are rules made by governments. They are not personal opinions. They are not traditions only. They are official rules. The purpose of these rules is to keep peace, to keep order, and to help society function smoothly. When people break these rules, governments respond, and usually they punish those people. Now, long ago, very long ago, things were different. People did not live in big cities. They lived in small tribal groups. They lived together closely. They shared the same traditions, the same beliefs, and the same gods. At that time, there were no formal laws written down, no law books, no legal codes. Instead, people followed customs. They followed morals. They followed religion. These things guided behavior. They told people what was right and what was wrong. Over time, however, societies changed.
Cities began to appear, populations grew, life became more complex. Because of this, rules needed to be clearer, and those rules indeed needed to be more organized. That is why laws became formal. I mean by formal that they were simply written. Yes, they were written down. They became what we call today legal codes. One very early example comes to us from Babylon. It was around 1750 BC that the king of Babylon, he is called Hammurabi, and probably you have heard about him, he created the Code of Hammurabi. This code listed specific crimes. It also clearly explained how each crime should be punished. In other words, people could see the rule, and see the punishment. Nothing was hidden. Later on, the ancient Romans played a very, very important role. In the 600s BC, Roman citizens wrote down their basic laws on 12 bronze tablets. These laws were public. I mean by public that everyone could see them. But here is the thing. Most importantly, the Romans declared something very powerful. No one was above the law. Not even the ruler. Not even the king. This Roman idea still affects us today.
Many modern law systems are based on Roman law. These systems are called statutory law systems. That means the laws are made and changed by legislatures, by lawmakers, not by judges. These written laws are the main source of law in many places, especially in Europe, South America, and other regions. Now, there is another important legal system, and it developed in England. Before the 12th century AD, England did not have one unified system. Each region had its own customs and rules. But after England became a single nation, things began to change. The courts began to play a key role. They made sure that people followed a common set of customs. This system became known as English common law. Unlike Roman law, common law was not written down in one single book. Instead, it grew slowly. Judges made decisions in court cases. Then, future judges looked at those earlier decisions. These earlier decisions are called precedents. So, if a new case is similar to an old one, the court decides it the same way. But if the case is different, if something new appears, then the judge's decision creates a new precedent. In this way, the law slowly changes as society changes. Finally, let's look at the United States.
The American legal system is a mixture. It combines both systems. Congress and state legislatures create statutory laws. At the same time, courts still rely on common law. Judges still use precedents. So, in the US, written laws and court decisions work together. Both systems matter. Both systems shape the law we know today.